Are you locked in anymore? Okay. So I think we are actually live, so anything you say. You're not, there's no video yet though. I haven't switched over. Just one minute. I think you are live now. 5, 4.
Okay, hello and welcome. Today we are going to be taking a look behind the scenes of how we nurture and care for and support our members in their daily yoga practice. And I'm just delighted to have this time with you today. And you know, I get a little bit nervous about doing lives. Okay, I get a lot nervous about doing lives, so I thought that maybe at the beginning you could help me deal with my nerves by doing a little bit of breathing and grounding practices to help me really stay in my body. So go ahead and say hello in the comments. Let me know where you're joining from in the world, and maybe let me know your favorite yoga grounding pose in the comments. That's Tim banging the table. Tim's here to help with the comments today, so to keep me all sorted and to help with the tech side, so I'm so grateful for that support. So one of the grounding breath practices, let's count how many times Tim's going to bang the table today. One of the grounding breath practices that I really love is pulling down the heavens. It's a qigong exercise, and you just let's take our feet hip width apart and have a bend in our knees. Let your tailbone drop. Let your low back be nice and soft. And just feel the earth underneath you. So feel that connection with the earth. Feel its solidity. Feel its support. And I'm standing, by the way, right now. So nice idea to stand up for this breath practice. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, feeling the energy of the earth, its grounding, its support, stability, stillness, silence. And then what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, you're going to draw your arms up, palms are facing down, and you're pulling all that grounding, rooting, supporting energy from the earth up. Then at about shoulder height, you're going to turn your palms up, and you're going to draw the energy of the heavens, the sky, down, and you're going to cleanse all the energy of the body. So you can do it with me and you can do it for me too. You can help to cleanse all the nerves out of the front of my body And you can do it for you too. Cleanse anything you want to cleanse out of the front of your body, because we're all connected, right? We're all interconnected. So we're cleansing any stagnant chi, any damaged chi out of the front of our bodies. And then we're going to do that again. We're going to draw that grounding, supportive, nurturing, nourishing energy from the earth up. Palms face down, and then they're going to turn up, and we're going to draw that cleansing, nourishing, bright energy from the sky down. We're going to take it down through the middle of the body. I'm going to cleanse all those butterflies from my stomach here. You can do it for me. You can do it for each other, because as I said, we're all interconnected. And we're going to visualize any stagnant chi, any negative chi, any toxins moving out of our bodies. Anybody who's got any worry or anxiety is moving through now down and into the earth. And then we're going to do it one more time. We're going to inhale up, drawing the energy of the earth up, that grounding, supportive, nourishing energy. Turn your palms up, drawing all that cleansing, bright energy, all that sparkling energy from the sky now down through the back of your body. So you can let all the tension from the back of your neck and your shoulders, any fear and worry from the kidneys, just going to let that go now down the back of the body. And I let it go for all of us, because we're all connected. And then you're just going to stand there and feel, just notice how you feel. And so, you know, now I feel a lot less like it's just little old me standing here doing this live stream for all of you, and I feel a sense of connection with all of you, which is what I want. I want to feel that connection with all of you. So it's so great to be here with all of you today. Thanks for joining us. It's a real pleasure for me to be able to share with you the way we nurture and support and care for our members with their daily yoga practice in our membership community. And so please do let me know if you're here in the comments, and say your name, let me know where you're joining from in the world. I'm going to check in periodically in the comments. And also let me know if you practice yoga today. And also let me know how long you practice yoga for today, if you practiced today, or yesterday if you haven't practiced yet. I'm feeling pretty generous today, so just to let you know, I have a gift for you that I'm going to be sharing with you at the end, and I also have 2 offers for you that I'm going to be sharing with you at the end, so be sure to watch all the way to the end today so that I can give you my gift and I can share with you my offers. Okay, so, you know, today I shared with you that I do tend to get really nervous when I do live streams. And, you know, the truth is we all experience tension and nerves and stress in our lives and dissatisfaction with our lives. And they stem from all different kinds of things, from our work, our relationships, our finances, our home life, even things that we enjoy doing can cause us to have this kind of tension. And then they manifest in our bodies, our physical bodies, our emotional bodies, our mental bodies, our energetic bodies, and our spiritual bodies in different ways for all of us. So it might make you feel anxious. You might have insomnia. I know a lot of our members experience insomnia. It's very common among women especially. You might feel overwhelmed. You might have a sense of restlessness. I know with just the kind of continual onslaught of information that we have to deal with in our culture, many of us start to feel confused and have a kind of brain fuzz going on all the time. You know, kind of poor memory and mental fuzziness, which makes it really difficult to prioritize or choose what we're going to do, even when it comes to our daily yoga practice. Maybe you feel so overwhelmed that you kind of isolate yourself and shut yourself off from others. And even when we get this in this kind of dealing with a lot where there's a lot of stress and we feel there's a lot going on in our relationships and work life, it's easy to feel hurt and overly sensitive, easily hurt by others and overly sensitive. I know that in our membership community, I get to know our members quite well, and you guys are just such generous people, and the people that practice yoga also are just very generous people. And it's very common for us to overextend ourselves in our generosity. And we tend to look after everybody else. If somebody needs something, we're there for them right away. And then what can end up happening is that we end up feeling ungrounded, kind of full of worry, again, that fuzzy mental brain mush, poor concentration, and a general lack of security because we've overextended ourselves. And, then there's a kind of longing that somebody would just look after us for a little while. And, that's one of the things that I really love doing in our community is looking after our members. And I'm going to talk about that, how we do that in a few minutes. I know also a lot of you that practice yoga and a lot of our members have these beautiful visions for the world and want, again, it's another version of wanting to help everybody in the world. When you connect with your own inner self, there's this vision of wanting to change the world, of wanting to make a huge difference in the world. And sometimes that can translate as really pushing towards goals and wanting to make a huge difference. And you can burn yourself out doing that, pushing really hard. And then there can be that second arrow of being annoyed with yourself for burning yourself out and pushing too hard and just wanting to back off and go with the flow and feel the ease. I mean, that's why we come to our yoga mats in a daily practice in the first place. And I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes too. A spiritual practice, one of the main reasons why we practice is to connect with that inner jewel, the inner beauty. And that comes from a place of longing, feeling like something's missing, maybe feeling like you're holding on to unhealthy thoughts or feelings. This translates in the world when we're dealing with a lot of tension or stress or workplace stress and family relationship issues or financial issues. This translates as feeling kind of overly sensitive and fragile. And there's just this kind of sense of feeling incomplete and inadequate, maybe misunderstood or just not recognized. And we forget that inner jewel. And we're filled with a kind of sense of emptiness or loss. And it translates as depression, sadness and depression. And it could be, too, that you're just dealing with a sense of overwhelm and anxiety, just an underlying sense of fear. Like sometimes some people are such good organizers, but then there's so much organization that there's kind of an analysis paralysis that goes on. And then it's very difficult to take that first step, even in terms of planning out your daily yoga practice. So there's a sense of mental and emotional paralysis that just keeps you from engaging in life or engaging in your daily yoga practice. And then at the end of that, we spend a lot of time judging these experiences, which are completely normal experiences, which I think the beauty of yoga and the beauty of meditation is that we learn to open to these experiences and embrace them, and they become part of our experiences. They teach us compassion, ultimately. But when we spend time judging them, wishing that they were different, adding our own ideas and beliefs and thoughts about them that they shouldn't be there, it adds another layer and more distress to the experience. So all these things can make it difficult to come to our mat in a daily way. And I just want to normalize it and say that, I can check the boxes on every single one. And I want to thank you all for practicing that breath practice with me this morning, because even when I came to my mat this morning, I could really feel the nervous tension. It was really showing up in my neck and my shoulders this morning because I knew I wanted to come here and speak with you, and I wanted to do it in a way that we felt really connected. So speaking of connecting, who's here? Can we say hello to anybody? Has anybody joined us? I'd love to say hello to
Yes,
people.
we have a whole selection. Would you like to see the screen?
Yeah, let's see the screen and then I can say hello. Okay.
Regina.
Hi, Regina. And hello to Maria.
In Galveston.
In Galveston Island in Texas. Hello. And Nicole Bennett. Hi, Nicole. Nicole's a member. Nice to see you. And Tanya. Hello, Tanya. And hello, Rose. Oh, so nice to see so many of you. Hello, Susan. Susan's a brand new member. Welcome, Susan, to our membership community. She's in Pakistan, but she's an expat, so she's living in Pakistan, but right now, so that's quite an experience.
Una.
And Una. Oh, so many people. Oh, hi. Jean and Viviana. Oh my goodness, so wonderful to connect with so many of you here today.
That's just YouTube.
That's just YouTube. Okay, let's go over to Facebook. Lucille's here. Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys are just making my day. Thank you for being with me. Anne, Joe, Deborah. Oh, and you guys are doing all the good things, giving the hearts and the thumbs ups. Thank you for being here today. It's so nice. Now, you know what? Now I'm feeling so much more grounded and loved and supported. So thank you for being here. Tina, Rochelle. From Maine. Oh, thank you for being here. Okay. Oh, all the hearts coming up on the screen. I'm feeling loved. Thank you. It's so nice to have you all here on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for being here. I'm delighted to spend this next time with you. So thank you for being here. So go ahead and I'm going to check in periodically. Oh, Maria's here. Oh, nice to see you, Maria. And Sandra. Oh, and Sean. Oh, so nice to see you all. Thank you all for connecting and saying hello. It's so nice to know that we're all here together.
Shirley, you gotta come back and say hello.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep checking in throughout this live stream. So go ahead and post your questions so that I can answer them. And Tim, can you go through and make sure I see the questions?
I'd be happy to.
Yeah. Okay. So my question for you is, and when I check back in, I'll make sure that I see these. My question for you before I come back the next time will be, what challenges are you facing in coming to your mat each day? Or that would be my question. And if you have any questions, put them in, and then I'll address them next time I come around. Okay, so back to what I have prepared for you. I'm just going to feel my feet on the ground again, and I'm going to breathe into my belly again because I just want to stay really grounded, and I'm just feeling really touched that so many of you are here, and I'm feeling really connected to all of you, and I know so many of you in your faces, so it feels like we're in a circle and we're connected now, so thank you for that. So the reality is that through our daily yoga practice, we really come into our bodies. And we let go, and we can relax, and we can experience the truth of being our true selves. And we can connect with the jewel within, the lotus in the mud. This morning that was true in my practice. Even last night. I mean, you guys have no idea how nervous I was about coming on here and doing this.
Really?
Yes! Last
Why?
night, I get really nervous about lives. So last night I was really connecting with, I did yin for my stomach and spleen meridians because those are really, really good ones for worry. And it was good because I think if I hadn't have done that, I would have probably had insomnia all night. But then I slept like a log. Even Tim came home and I could hear you were talking to me. He was telling me about his game. And then he said, wow, you're really out of it. I was hearing everything you said, but I couldn't respond. So it really worked. So, when we practice our daily yoga, we open to, right, that inner stability, right, what I'm talking about. You know, the worry still has space. It's still there. I'm still worried about this live stream. But it's given space, but when we're connected to that inner stability, and also the vitality, the radiance, the warmth, right? Like right now I'm just feeling so much warmth at the connection of all of you being here and feeling so connected with all of you. It's really making my heart feel warm. The joy and the love, like you guys are making me so happy that we're feeling connected here today. That we always have, we already have. Like that didn't go anywhere last night or this morning when the nerves came forward. That was always there. But when we can come to our mats and tune in, we can really reconnect with that. And you guys all know this because you're such devoted practitioners. And we can see that sparkle in our eyes that's really our true expression. And through a daily yoga practice, we connect with those inner resources that we all have and realize that the anxiety, the insomnia, the restlessness, the poor concentration, that tendency to isolate and withdraw, you know, they never touch our inner stability, our vitality, our radiance, our warmth, our joy and love. That there's space, they're part of who we are, but these other parts of who we are can have their full expression. This is who we really are. So in a few minutes, I am going to show you how we support our members in practicing yoga daily in our membership community, how we really nourish them and care for them and support them and nurture our members. And, you know, like that's where my comfort zone is. That's what I love doing so much every day. This stuff really gets me, what we're doing right now gets me out of my comfort zone. But remember, I just want to remind you to watch all the way to the end because I do have a gift for you today. And I have a couple of offers for you as well. So you will see how a daily yoga practice is, and those of you who already have one will experience how it gives you a sense of security and stability and groundedness. And it will also invite you, I think, to let go of habits of overextending yourself. I know that's definitely been true for me. When I think back to, you know, I've had a daily practice, or, you know, pretty much daily practice for well over 20 years now. And I look back to 20 years ago, the way I used to overextend myself, the way I used to people please. You know, it's a bit ridiculous now, and you know, now I really do show up for myself first. You know, you'll see that when you are supported and cared for and nourished with a daily yoga practice, that it's not that worry goes away, but that there's a spaciousness for it. And also that there's more, there's like a wide open space. Like, who's from Texas? Was it Tina?
Galveston, Texas, yes.
Tina, like, it's like we'll all, our minds will all be like Tina's, like like big wide open space like Texas. So I know from my own experience that the support of a daily yoga practice allows me to really tap into the richness of the world that I live in. And, you know, we are really lucky to live in an incredible place. But even when we lived in Toronto, which is also an incredible place, we thoroughly enjoyed that place. We milked that place. You know, we used to go to a little nature reserve by our home. We used to go down to Lake Ontario. You know, you guys wanted to live in Toronto when we lived there. Now we live here. You want to live here, you know. So it's an inner state of mind connecting with the richness of where you want to live, right? So, you know, when you are connected with that inner resource, you're able to take in the vital energy that's all around you, no matter where you are, no matter the circumstances of your life, no matter your relationships, no matter your work circumstances. I mean, you know, there are things going on in our lives that you guys, your jaws would drop if you knew. And yet we're still able to tap into the vital richness and feel a sense of gratitude and appreciation. You know, feeling, you know, when there are a lot of things going on, I know I get to start to feel overly sensitive and misunderstood and inadequate, but it never touches that lotus in the mud, that jewel that I really am. You know, and when we are connected with a daily yoga practice, we can truly take in that pure energy and connect with that vital spark. And those unhealthy thoughts and feelings, they're still there, but again, our mind is wide, like big, like Texas, and they don't touch us. They don't seem so overwhelming in the same way. So through a daily yoga practice, there's a sense of security and trust in all of life that allows us to really just flow with our emotions, flow with the thoughts that are going through our mind, and flow through all of life. And any sense of anxiety and overwhelm has space. It creates a container for it all. So before I share with you the ways that we care for our members in our membership community, I just want to check in again and see maybe what challenges you're facing with the daily yoga practice, and see if there are any questions that you guys have at this time. So I think I saw Tim was taking down some questions. So Lucy Capino, the fatigue the day, every next day I do a session, even though I respect my limits during the session. Okay, so Lucy says she feels tired the next day. Yeah, I can appreciate that. So the thing that I would recommend for that is to really pay attention to the styles of yoga that you're doing. So I have to be careful of this too. I tend to have very limited energy as well, so I have to really tune into my energy. And so if fatigue is a big issue, then really stick with restorative yoga. And if you're tired the next day, then do yoga nidra. And if you're still tired, do yoga nidra again until that energy comes back, and then you can go back to restorative. And if you're feeling very energetic, then go to yin yoga. And if you get tired again, then go back, yoga nidra. Okay, so you go first, always yin. You have to build the yin so that you have enough energy to practice. But your body is so intelligent. There's so much wisdom in our body. There's so much wisdom in that fatigue. And it's letting you know that you need to fill the well. So that's just such a beautiful message. Thank you, Lucy. What a beautiful question. So Sandra says, sometimes I feel like I have too much nervous energy when I come to the mat. When I just feel like continuing the work I'm doing, but those are times when I need it the most. Any suggestions? Yeah. Okay, so this is Sandra. I can relate to this so much. Because this is a classic wood element and liver issues. So Sandra, what I would say is you just have incredible vision for the world, so thank you for that. You probably want to help so many people and change the world, and that's why you just want to keep working and pushing through. And this translates as kind of frustration, right? You just want to keep going, and I totally get that, because that is my dominant energy too. So there's so many things you can do. One of the things that I do, I'm just going to share, it's kind of not yoga related. Well, it is, because you're talking about the work. When you're working, I set my timer for 25 minutes, and I don't let myself work any more than 25 minutes at a time, and then I take a break, and maybe I do some legs up the wall. And then I do maybe you just do one yin yoga pose for 5 minutes. That's going to be good for your liver meridian. So that's what I would recommend. Maybe you're going to break up your yin class into 5-minute breaks and then go back to your work. So that's my $1 million suggestion for you today. It's a really good one. It's made a massive difference in my life since I started doing that. Okay, Sandra? Rochelle says Epsom salt baths help her when she's feeling fatigued. I'm a huge fan of Epsom salt baths too. I love taking them. I will take them first thing in the morning, middle of the day, one of my 25-minute breaks. Yeah. Yeah. And Lucy says, thank you. She now knows which videos to go into the vast repertoire of what you offer. Yeah, and I'll actually show you as I get into the membership community too, how to kind of cycle through those, Lucy, but I think you probably know too. Okay. Thank you, Sandra and Rochelle and Lucy. Those were great questions. And I feel like a lot of people probably got a lot out of those questions. So thank you for being vulnerable and putting those questions forward. Anything else before we
just an observation that Miriam thought the Facebook stopped for her.
Yeah.
But it hasn't stopped for others, so.
Okay, so probably slow internet connection for her.
Just
maybe.
Say that. So.
Who?
Miriam.
So Miriam, the Facebook Live hasn't stopped for anybody else but you, so maybe it's your internet connection. So I'm glad we're running.
She can go to YouTube though.
Oh yeah, come on over to YouTube if Facebook's bothering you.
She did.
Oh, nice. Great. I love this double streaming. It's so great. It's like we're just vibrating at such a high level that we're able to be everywhere at all places and all times. Okay, Sandra, yeah, try it and let me know. I'm pretty sure Sandra's a member too. Let me know in the community how that's going for you. And I can even show you some classes in here in a minute that I would recommend for that, okay? So I'm going to check in with you in a few minutes again. And my next question for you, let me know if you have any questions, and we'll deal them within a few minutes. Type them in the comment section, either in Facebook or YouTube. Tim's collecting them for me. And my question for you is, how do you choose what yoga you're going to practice each day? Okay. So now I want to share with you the ways that we care for our members, the way that we offer them nurturing and nourishing support so that they can really take in the richness and the vital energy that's available for them through a daily yoga practice. So, Tim, can you set it up so that I can show them my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, that would be great. Thank you. And if you're just joining us, be sure to say hello in the comments and let us know where you're joining us from, and then I can say hello to you the next time I check in. Okay, I will need the mouse though.
Oh.
Okay, so when you log into our membership community, this is our dashboard. This is what you see. And the main way, we even have a whole section for it, because when people come to our membership community, they say their main aspiration. We ask you what your main aspiration is. And their main aspiration is to connect with a daily yoga practice or to deepen their daily yoga practice. And so that's really what we help you do. So when you come in, you click on the daily yoga section, and the main way we do this is through our daily yoga connection. So each week in our membership community, our leadership team, composed of a carrier of the teachings and a guardians of the community, they provide clear direction for our members so that they can really go with the flow of their practice with ease, so that they can experience maximum growth and development in their practice. So if you find you're kind of unsure and indecisive when it comes to what to practice, this daily yoga connection is amazing. You know, if you feel overwhelmed and fuzzy-headed then here is where we provide you with structure every single day of the week, every single day. And we do this in a nurturing and caring, supportive environment. So you'll see that, so let me just back up for a second. So here I'm showing you all these videos because our carriers of the teachings curate the content for you. They choose short videos for you each day that you can practice. And short ones that are easy to get to in the days of the week, and you don't have to do them in the order that they suggest them. So you see their name for each day, and then longer ones on the weekends when you probably have more time. And each month I meet with our team of, we have about 12 carriers of the teachings, I think, maybe 10, and they and I share with them our theme for the month, and then they take it out into the community in one of these ways in the daily yoga connection. And they share the teachings, and they choose the videos that support the theme. And they're from the membership community. They're exclusive to our membership community. And then we also have guardians of the community. So everybody talks about their practice, and you're in a part of a community where you're receiving support, you're interconnected, so you're not so isolated. I mean, I tell you the research that's coming out about this now, about the way that being interconnected is just the solution to so many health issues now, from depression to digestive issues to heart problems to anxiety. So being here and then having the support of our guardians of the community each week that respond and comment and acknowledge you for your practice each day is really, it's the social cure. It's really incredible. So as I said, we do this in a very supportive and caring environment. You can see our members here commenting on their practices. And then it looks like Jane Ellen was the guardian of the community that week. So she's acknowledging each person for their practice that day, which is great to receive that support for your practice, to receive the encouragement for your practice each day. So coming back to the dashboard, the other way that we support our members in their daily practice is a section called On My Mat Today. And this is a section where you can receive positive acknowledgement for your yoga practice every day. So this is where people come to post about their practice, what they've been practicing. You can see all our members here. I'm actually talking about, this is where I want to go and film the next Yoga Nidra and a few of classes that I've got planned for our members. This is where you can receive positive acknowledgement for your yoga practice every day. You know, when you know that you've done something quite deep and valuable with your yoga practice, and you take that time to share the richness of your yoga practice with our community here on my mat today, you know that you're going to be acknowledged. You can see I'm in here every day acknowledging each of our members for taking in that vital energy. You're going to feel worthwhile, and you're going to know that you are appreciated for the time that you take to put in on your mat. And you know, because each person that practices yoga is like dropping a pebble in the ocean. It has a ripple effect out into the world. It's really incredible. You know, I received a message the other day from a woman who did a class with me a number of years ago. She thought it was 7 years ago, and it was yoga for weight acceptance, and it just absolutely changed the trajectory of her entire life. And now she's teaching young women how to accept their bodies, and it's absolutely incredible. So you guys are changing the world through your yoga practice, and a lot of you have so much willpower to stick to a yoga practice every day, and I love hearing about it in the On My Mat Today section, so that I can acknowledge that devotion and that dedication and that commitment. And so this is really great. And I just saw here, like I tell you how much I love hearing about your practices, because I just saw a comment here, and Tina's here right now. I just saw your comment, Tina, and I have to go back and read it, because she said, she's just expressing her appreciation for the yoga for breast tissue health, the daily practice that I put together for that. And thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. That class I'm going to share with you about and just next after I check in with you again. So let's check in, see who else has joined in, and see if there's any questions. Hello, Karine. Lucille says... Lucille chooses according to her energy, which is really great. Lucille's a very advanced practitioner. She's been practicing for a long time. And she gets ideas on my mat today. That's really true. Thanks for mentioning that, Lucille. On my mat today, I see a class goes up, and then everybody goes, oh, that's a good idea. And so many other people practice it. Like, you know what happened the other day, Tim? You remember the first class we ever filmed, lengthening your spine through breath and gravity? It's like, I think it's more than 10 years old. Yeah. Michelle put it up the other day, and then everybody said, oh my gosh, that's so great. And then everybody went and practiced it, and I was cringing so bad because the teachings are really good on it. It's a great class. Like, it's grounding, there's breathing, there's spinal elongation in it. But I remember how I used to talk in those early classes. It sounds so like forced or not natural. And then like, you can see the mic and the boon in it and everything, because we didn't have mics and everything. Like, the filming is, like, your filming has improved so much. So I was like, oh, cringe, oh my gosh. So yeah, everybody gets ideas from each other there on my mat today, of like what to practice, and you all get inspired from each other. So that's the connection, right? That's the beauty of connection. And it's like, oh, we all go through our insomnia loops together too, and then you all suggest like what yoga nidras are helping you get through the next day, and it's really great. There's a lot of camaraderie there. So thanks for that, Lucille. I appreciate that. Okay, so my last question was, how do you choose what daily yoga to practice? So Anne says it depends on how she feels when she wakes up, and it might change in the afternoon. So that's so true. Like, our energy just fluctuates so much through the whole day. So that's true. Lucy says she loves the curated list offered in the membership each week. When she doesn't have a specific prop, she can switch to the beginners program for that day. Yeah, we have a whole beginners program. Maybe let me just show that too, because that's a really great feature too. It's kind of a daily thing too. If we go to the video library, this will keep you going for 8 weeks. It's an 8-week program that will take you through how to do yoga. And you don't have to be a beginner. It's nice if you're just starting again. It's just got all the classes in the order that I recommend them. And, you know, let me tell you, when I talk about people changing the world, my friend BJ went through this, and she wasn't brand new to yoga. She had back issues, and she just wanted a reset. She went through this, the beginner yoga series, and this was back when it was a 30-day. Now it's 8 weeks, so it's even more comprehensive. So imagine what you could do if you went through this. But she went through that series, and she, at the end of it, she wrote a one-woman play called I Am a Circle, and a year later she traveled the entire world performing that play, and she came here and visited me in Australia. I mean, that was the cherry on top, right?
We're in Canada.
Oh yeah, she's from Australia, we're in Canada. So, like, that's the kind of, you know, when the visionary change, and she changed women's lives doing that I Am a Circle play. Absolutely incredible. Okay, Tina says she has a lot of neck and arm pain from working, and the therapeutic yoga for that part is a must for every day. And there are several short ones that you can do quickly. Yeah, thanks for mentioning that. So let me just show that too. Again, if you go to the video library and you go to the therapeutic section, and then it's all by type, right? So you can do upper back, and you come here, and then you can do shoulders. Look.
What if you like the video?
Oh yeah, I meant to show that. Thank you. I'm going to show that when I show the new videos. And then neck videos. So that's really nice, and they're all listed how long they are. Gosh, these neck videos are long. Oh, there's a short one. It's like you need a short neck video, don't you? Oh, we did just do a short neck video. Oh, we got to add it to this list. Anyway. Okay. Let's see what else we've got here. Jeanette says, I love the idea that we have our own inner stability. Jeanette, this is a truth. You do have your own inner stability. It's part of our inner divinity, yes. The connection to spirit. Through grounding, we release all the energies of the outside world that bombard us. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this connects really well to Tina's comment. So Tina says she has a lot of neck and shoulder pain from working, and that's to me, that's classic small intestine energy, overload, weakness, because that meridian, it just goes right here. Shoulder, neck, right? And it's that overwhelm from trying to sort through, take in too much. It's like sorting the pure from the impure. So this is what you're talking about too, Jeanette, right? Trying to take in too much, dealing with too much, coming in, sorting the pure from the impure. Because there is so many people trying to get our attention. And so when Tina's saying neck and arm pain, like that small intestine meridian, right here, shoulder, neck. And so if you can, Tina, I'm just talking to you right now, if you can, in addition to doing your neck and shoulder videos, add some yin yoga for small intestine, you'll get to the root cause, and really you'll see a big difference with that. And Jeanette, I think you're kind of tapping into that too, right? You're talking about the inside outside energies, sorting the pure from the impure. Hi Sarah, nice to have you with us. And hi Rose, nice to have you with us. Okay, so we're gonna continue on, and thank you for saying hello and letting us connect with you today and being with us today. Remember to stay all the way to the end, because I have a gift for you, and I have 2 offers for you as well. And also let me know if you practiced yoga today or yesterday. That's my next question for you. And also what you received from your yoga practice today or yesterday. And if you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment box as well. And then I'll be able to address them as we go along.
Did you say hi to Sarah and Rose?
Yeah.
And these last 2 here. Sorry.
Okay. So, we're talking about how we support and nourish our members with daily yoga in our membership community here. And I just feel like I need to getting up in my head, so I just need to feel my feet on the ground, find that stability again, feel the connection to the earth again, breathe down into my belly. So, something really exciting for our members, especially people that have been members for a long time, is that we just put in 5 new videos into our community yesterday for April, because we're going to really be focusing on yoga every day in April. And so let me show you that in our community. So if you go to our video library, and we're probably going to be rearranging this just a little bit later today, but right now it's because Tim ran out of steam yesterday, to be honest with you. So here it is at the bottom right now. You click on daily yoga. There are 5 classes here. And these daily yoga classes will allow you to feel the richness of the world that you live in, connect with your own self-worth, feel a sense of gratitude and appreciation, really allow you to feel cared for and nurtured, have a secure sense of security and trust in all of life, that will allow you to move with your emotions, flow with all of life. Like you guys were just speaking about, with so much coming in at work and all of life that can be so overwhelming, it allows you to go with that flow. So I really appreciate, this is the part of what I do that I love so much. I love doing all the research that I get to do for these classes, to be able to really nurture you and nourish you, so that you can take in this vital energy for you and open up to the richness of the world around you. So let me share with you what we've got here in these classes. So the first one that I'm going to share with you that I'm super excited about, and I'm already seeing some people comment about this, is the daily yoga for breast tissue health. This class is a 20-minute class. It's one that's very near and dear to my heart because 1 in 8 women are diagnosed with breast cancer. And also, I know I myself have had several breast cancer scares. I've had to go for mammograms, ultrasounds, biopsies. And let me tell you, it is no fun sitting in that treatment room waiting to find out if this time it's going to be breast cancer. My mother has had breast cancer. She's been breast cancer free for 5 years now, thankfully. But, having that higher risk because of familial breast cancer is, it's just in the back of my mind quite often. And so I wanted to put together this class quite selfishly in a lot of ways for my own self so that I can look after my own breasts in a daily way on the yoga mat. So I really started to look into this and what it means to be able to do this. So this class looks after your lymphatic system, which keeps the toxins moving through your system, moves them out so there's no congestion that can happen in around the breast tissues, especially under the arms and around the breasts. Also, it's great to get the breast tissue moving. There's a lot of bouncing and movement around the breast tissue. Maybe you're going to see this here in this movement. I swear when I press, there we go. You see, Lucille really liked the bouncing in this class. Also, there's the big thing that stands out to me in this class is that it really asks you to nurture yourself, support yourself, care for yourself, and really ask yourself what it means to mother yourself and look after yourself. So I think this is a really important class. It's one you can add into your repertoire fairly often to look after the health of your tissues, breast tissues. And so I'm just going to share with you what one of our members said. I'm not going to use her name because it feels a little personal. But she said, this morning I decided to try one of the 5 new classes. I did the breast tissue because my breasts are sensitive right now. And at the beginning of the class, Melissa's talk made me cry. And I think when we connect with that vulnerable part of ourselves and when we connect with that part of ourselves that just needs to be heard. She said, it's when I heard about how we must care for ourselves like a mother and take time for us, that's what made her cry. These days I'm trying to make peace with myself and accept who I am deep inside. And so I really thank you for that comment. And I think this class is going to touch a lot of people. It's the first of a series of classes that will come out later in the year in November for our members for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I really feel strongly about this class, and I feel a real vision to care for women in this way. So thank you very much for letting me serve you in this way. It's an honor. The next class that I'll share with you is a daily Hatha yoga class. Now, you guys have been going crazy over the daily classes that we've been releasing on YouTube. Now, these are shorter versions of classes that you can do every day. And the neat thing about these classes is that they have some really fun variations on the Hatha yoga poses. So I just want to look at my notes for this because I want to make sure that I cover. Yeah, so you guys our members were great this morning. We dropped them in late yesterday, and when I woke up this morning, there were so many comments about these classes already on my mat today. Like I said, we really join in community with these classes. So Michelle said, I can see you put a lot of research into these classes, Melissa. So this daily Hatha class is great, especially if you have back pain, headaches, neck and shoulder pain, and this class offers a lot of relief for that. You know, if you have headaches and shoulder pain, who was it that we need to leave the questions up because I forget the names because I'm talking about so much.
Oh no.
Who was it that I said had the wood imbalance and the liver imbalance? Tell me again. Sandra Narud. Sandra, that you probably get headaches and neck and shoulder pain too because it comes up there. This is about like going with the flow and not pushing so much, right? So you're going to set that timer for 25 minutes and take a break. So in this class, actually, we do some things where we actually solve the neck and shoulder pain issues by creating strength in the back. And so it solves the neck and shoulder pain issues. Also, back pain issues, it can be a lot of anxiety and fear and worry. So there are a lot of poses in here that help to deal with back pain, help you to flow with your emotions, flow through life, and really open up to that sense of safety and security and trust in all of life. So this is a great class, and there are some great variations on well-known poses. So that's really great brain candy for you to change poses up and to have the variation on them. And it's super fun for me to teach these variations that are different. Okay, the next class that I did is a daily yoga for digestion, and it's a nice 20-minute class. This one is the one that Michelle said, I saw in your notes that you're going to do a separate class for people with ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, and IBS. And she said, this is something I'm interested to see how you're going to address. And I see that you're going to focus on a yoga program that's calming and sedative. So yes, just like the breast tissue program, this is what happens when you're really creative. You create something and then it grows out to another whole program. So I'm going to create a whole digestive program, a whole breast program. So watch for that digestive program. It would align really well with late summer, so probably late summer. But this one is really for people who tend towards constipation and holding on. So if you find you're a person that, like, let's talk mental constipation, that you hold on to those negative thoughts, or that you've got that mental loop that just won't let go, or you think kind of poorly of yourself, and you can't connect with that inner jewel, right? That lotus flower that's within you. We all have, but you've just got that inner negative loop. This daily yoga for digestion is great. I mean, there's a physical aspect to everything, and then there's a mental, emotional aspect to everything. And although that this is for constipation is not just when you just can't poop. And I know everybody gets a little squirmish when I actually talk about this, but constipation is also, the little pebbly poops, the poops with the cracks in it, the poops that are hard to pass. And I've got a whole description of what it is when you're straining to have poops. And, Vata dosha, for example, especially at the changes of the seasons, the transitional seasons, spring and autumn, it's very common for you, so you don't need to feel bad about it. It's very common for you to have difficulty with digestion and passing your stools in those seasons. So I would find myself, because I tend to be Vata dosha, I find myself going for the digestion class quite often, because we have a long digestion class in our membership community that is just amazing. I find myself going for it a lot, but it's long, so some mornings I just wouldn't have time for it. So I love this one that I created, because it's short, so I know on mornings when I don't have time, I'm going to be able to do it. And I love it because it goes between poses, and then it also has these mudras. It goes back and forth between poses, and it has these mudras in it as well, which is so great. So it lengthens the colon, it twists the colon, it goes through poses, it strengthens the abdominal organs. I love this class. I mean, I love all these classes. I love all my classes, you know. They're like children. How can you not love one of them?
Are people liking this? Ask people if they're liking this.
Are you enjoying this? It seems like you are. You're all still here. Everybody's watching, so nobody's left. Thanks for being here. It's nice to have you with me today. Okay. The next one is yoga for strength. Now this one I brought in to bring some balance, because let's face it, guys. We all love yoga nidra. We all love yoga, restorative yoga.
Shavasana.
We all love Shavasana. Let's face it. We all love Shavasana. I mean, we make jokes in the membership community about how we do Shavasana after Shavasana. It's like, I'll talk about my practice and I'll say, after yoga nidra, I did a 20-minute Shavasana and it was amazing. I mean, that could be my practice a lot. Like Lucy, I know you're here still. And that's an appropriate practice for me a lot of days. But then there's some times where I feel like, gosh, I just, I feel kind of, and it's not like in a body shaming way, but it's like I feel like a lump. I kind of feel like it's like, am I anything more than a kind of flesh on bones? I just need to feel some inner strength. You know what I mean? So this is because I felt like, geez, we need some balance. So I created this class. And also, I'm not getting any younger. We're all not getting any younger. After the age of 30, we lose 3 to 5% muscle mass per decade. 1 in 3 women over 50 will experience an osteoporotic fracture. The number of people living with diabetes worldwide has gone up from 4.7% to 8.5% in the last 15 years. And more than 300 million people are affected by depression worldwide. I'm telling you these things because I don't know if you know, but all of these issues are resolved by strength training. And I go into detail with this in my description. But also, I'll have a video coming out on it in a week or two. But practicing strength training yoga, it's going to allow you to feel centered, stable. It'll allow you to connect with the richness of the world. It'll allow you to feel a sense of inner peace and contentment, a sense of balance and safety, security and trust. So the person that had that real aha moment around our inner stability being part of our divinity, strength, yoga for strength, that's where it's at. When you do your strengthening, when you do your bridge pose, your plank pose, your warriors, and let me tell you, there's some amazing variations in this class. You're going to connect with that inner stability that is part of your divinity. And you can do it in 20 minutes in this class. So I'm super excited about this.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so add that to the comments and we'll do. Thank you for all your comments and questions. I'm going to get to them in one more minute. I just want to talk about this grounding class. Okay. Daily yoga for grounding, another 20-minute class. So let me tell you, 2 of my favorite yoga classes in the membership community are daily yoga, or the digestion one and the grounding one. And I think they're both super long. I think the grounding one's only 45 minutes, but I know the digestion one is over an hour. So I was like, I need to make short ones for those days that you don't have a lot of time. Now, grounding, if you are Vata like me, then you just get lifted up and out so easily. And this class, oh my God, it's like it'll give you legs that feel like cement, which is, if you're Vata like me and you're up in your head and you're so creative, you're like, that's like, you want that. You want to feel like you're walking around with bricks for feet. And it feels so good. Like, I cannot tell you how grounding this class is. And it, again, for the person that was like, oh, I just want to connect with that sense of stability as part of my inner divinity, yoga for grounding. And this class has so many great tricks in it too, from Qigong, and just, you're going to die when you see the tricks in this class too. There was, you guys, you know, when I film outside, it's like I have those Snow White moments where the animal kingdom comes in.
It's true.
It is true. For this class, there was a bald eagle that was with us for almost the whole class. It was it was magical. It was just like sitting there, being with, it was like, yes, see, up, well, it was gone by then, but it was there for the beginning.
Oh yeah, he's there.
At the top, on that perch. It was just sitting there, on the top of the, yeah, and at the end you put it in where it flew away, right? You got...
I did that for the video.
For the other one.
Yeah, not to worry.
Okay, so anyway, if you want to have that sense of feeling supported and loved and nurtured, secure, appreciated, having that trust in life, feeling settled, at peace and balanced and content, then this is your class. Vadas, yoga for grounding. It's your game. It's your thing. Okay, so let's check in again. It's so nice to be with all of you today. Okay, Maria, thank you. She wants to know if there's yoga for feet and hands in my video library. Yes, let me show you that. So go to the video library, and if you go to the therapeutic section, there's feet here, and there's actually another one I'm going to show you, and then there's hands and wrists here, and then if we go back to the video library, we just filmed last month an amazing series that involves connective tissue, and there is a whole class for feet in this class, in this series, and a whole class for hands and wrists in there. And we just need to put them in those sections. Tim and I need a day for housekeeping. We've been just busy creating right now.
Lots of homework.
Yes. Hello, Maureen. Nice to have you join us from Mount Vernon, Ohio. Thank you for being with us. And Sarah from the UK, thank you. Diane, hello. Thanks for being with us. Diane is a beautiful member from the east coast of Canada. We're on the opposite coast, and she said she did Yoga Nidra for healing and myofascial release for the shoulders. And our members love the myofascial release classes. They're amazing. And Diane did the digestion one this morning. Let me know how you like the digestion one, Diane. How was that for you?
We asked if people liked what we were doing.
Oh, I'm so glad everybody's enjoying this. Okay, that's going to be my next question for you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Susan says she's learning a lot. Let's just take a moment here. Take a deep breath. Feel your feet. Lengthen up through your spine. Open up through the back of your neck. And just reflect back, because I feel like we've shared a lot, and I've shared a lot of information with you. And when you reflect back on our time together today, just ask yourself, what stands out? What's one thing that you're taking away from our time together today? What's one thing that you learned today? Okay, so hold that thought, and you can put it in the comments, actually. I'm going to check in with you in a few more minutes. got some more questions and things here. Sarah wants to know if you can watch offline if you're traveling and if Wi-Fi is not guaranteed. Yes, let me show you how you can do that because I want to actually show you that. So let's say this hand in wrist class is your total mash and you want to be able to do it when you're going on a trip because
it's not allowed.
okay, as luck would have it. So let's go to the video library again. So let's say Yoga Nidra, we've been talking about that. And let's say you want to do the Yoga Nidra for your deepest longing, for all those visionaries that we have here that are changing the world through the yoga practice. You just click here on the audio download and then you can take it with you. One of our members, Sean, she was just on a business trip in China and she had no internet access when she was there. So she had a meditation that she loves doing every day. So that's what she did. She downloaded it and then she took it with her. And she's just back and we're hearing all about her trip and it's great to connect with her again. The other thing that I want to show you actually right now is that say you can mark every lesson as, not every lesson, the ones that you do as complete so you know which ones you've done. Also say you want to come back to something, say that say I'm going to do this one now, but this one for deep body restoration looks interesting. So I'm going to just click on it and I'm going to bookmark it so I can do it later. And then right now I'm going to do Yoga Nidra for anxiety. Okay.
Oh,
now
screen's not showing.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
hold on one sec. How'd that happen? Did I click something?
No, I did.
Oh. Okay.
Tom, apologies. Thank you for noticing.
Thank you for noticing, guys. Okay. So let me kind of start that again, maybe.
I just showed the download.
Okay, so you can download it by clicking here. When you complete the lesson, you can click it here, say you completed it. Say you want to come back to this one. So say you're going to do Yoga Nidra for anxiety, but you're like, oh, Yoga Nidra for dreaming. I want to do that later. So you go over to Yoga Nidra for dreaming. You can bookmark it and then you can do it later. And I'm going to show you how to find that later. And then, okay, so today I'm going to do, I just want to connect with my inner radiance today. So I'm going to do that one today. And oh my God, that class was amazing. It's my favorite Yoga Nidra ever. I'm going to start. Okay, so now I can go to my account and I can check my saved content. I can see all the classes that I've completed. And then I can see all the classes that I've bookmarked that I want to do later. And I can see my favorite classes in here. Okay? So that's kind of a cool thing that I just wanted to make sure I showed you. So, can you show me where those questions were again? Because I think there was one other one. Anne says, I've been diagnosed with osteopenia, so the strength class would be great. And I want to show you one other class that you might not be familiar with. So if you go to the video library for osteopenia, and we go to healing, I think, and women's health, and menopause, and there's this class for osteoporosis. Did you know about this class, Anne? So this is great. Any of these classes actually, I think the perimenopause or the menopause class has a lot for your osteoporosis, but this whole class obviously is for osteoporosis.
And you can download it.
And you can download it. Like, usually the classes in our membership site you can download so that you can do them anywhere. Okay? Okay, so if you have any other questions, be sure to put them in the questions box. And let me know what yoga class out of those ones we had: strength, grounding, digestion, breast health, and daily hatha. What one do you feel would be best for you right now? I'll put that in the comments. If you have any other questions, put them in the comments. And then I want to let you know right now how we're going to be supporting our members with daily yoga in April in our community. And this is the last thing, and then we're going to be wrapping up. So I'm almost done, just so you know. Okay? Okay, so if I click on the dashboard again, and we go to daily yoga section, the way that we're going to be supporting our members with daily yoga in April is through the daily yoga challenges. So we have yoga every day in April. And we're going to support our community in what yoga to practice every day, how to know what to practice, how to know what not to practice, how to know what your body needs, how to know what your body doesn't need, how to track your practice, how to come away from your practice with a renewed sense of appreciation and gratitude and positive acknowledgement, how to integrate your practice into your life, your work, your relationships, the things that you love to do, like your hobbies, the recreational things, how to recognize your own self-worth and your radiance and your joy, your warmth, and your love through your yoga practice. So one of the things that we've created for our members is this daily yoga chart. So if I click on that, it's going to open up. How do I make it so they can see it?
Just click.
How can I make that bigger?
You can't. Just talk about it.
Okay. So it's pretty small right here. Oh, sorry, I should have told you about that.
I didn't know you had to do
Okay. Okay, on my screen here, there's it's really small, but it's a PDF download, and this is my gift for you today. If you go to melissawest.com, this will mean you'll actually go and download it. This is my gift for you. It's exclusively for our members, but I'm going to gift it to everybody today. You can go and download it, and you can print it off, and you'll see what it is. It helps you decide what you're going to practice and check in on your practice. And it's really cute. And you think you'll be able to see it there? If you go to melissawest.com/daily yoga chart, then you can go and download that. That's for you to use with your daily yoga practice. So, as I said, I have 2 offers for you today. If you sign up for a quarterly membership by 9 a.m. on March 31st, then what I will do is I'll take you step by step how to go through this daily yoga chart on Monday, April 1st at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time or 4 p.m. Pacific time. So 2 time zones, they work well all around the world with our members. And there's a way of going through this chart that really allows you to align with your inner self in a very spiritually aligned way. And you'll be able to go through it on your own, but when you go through it with our community in a way that's very meditative and very yogic, that's aligned with your practice and integrated with your practice, it takes it to a whole other level. The second offer is that if you sign up for a yearly membership by 9 a.m. on March 31st, then I will personally meet with you for a 15-minute meeting using two-way video to help you put together a personal daily yoga practice to meet with your needs using both this daily yoga sheet and the videos in our membership community. So that's what I have for you today. You can go to melissawest.com/daily yoga chart, and then you can download this and it'll come right to your email. Or you can sign up for a quarterly membership by April 1st. No, when was that? By March 31st at 9 a.m. And then we'll get together on April 1st and we'll go step by step how to fill out this form in a very spiritually meditative, mindfully aligned way. And if you sign up for a yearly membership by 9 a.m. on March 31st, then I'll meet with you personally for 15 minutes, and we'll meet with two-way video, and we can go through the membership community and put together a daily yoga program for you using the sheet and the videos in our community. So that's it for me. Let me check in and see what questions there are and what you learned today, and let me see what you got there, Tim.
An observation, I noticed that if for some reason it's not showing up in Firefox, but it is showing up in Chrome.
Yeah. Okay, the opt-in box shows up in Chrome, but not in Firefox.
Worst case scenario, they can email you directly.
Okay, you can email me directly if you have problems downloading this chart. We'll figure out help you. admin@melissawest.com. Okay. So, the book, Miriam says the bookmarking is very interesting. Una says, oh yeah, so we answered how to, if there's no box, email me at admin@melissawest.com and we'll send that to you, Una. Una's a member though. Una, if you're a member, you can download it right from the membership community. Just go to the 30-day challenge. Rochelle said, when I discovered you in 2016, I couldn't walk due to fibromyalgia. That is intense. And after following your classes, I've improved greatly. That's amazing. What a testimonial. Thank you, Rochelle. Rochelle says she's going to do the grounding one first. And Anne said she's excited to try the new classes. Thank you for doing all of this. Lucy says, gratitude for doing all of this and for being a member. She lives really close to me, so yeah, we've met in person at my favorite at Nourish. I think I'm going to treat myself to my favorite drink at Nourish today to soothe my throat after this. What else have we got here?
I think that's it right now.
Everybody's saying thank you.
Lots of thank yous. Thank you so much for everyone coming.
Yeah, thank you everybody for coming. It's been really wonderful to connect with you today.
I wasn't in the room, but you're obviously, for somebody who signs up for the daily yoga chart, if they're already a member, they can come in.
Yeah, if you're already a member, the best way to get the daily yoga chart, and then you're going to be able to connect with us here, is to go. Let me just show you. If you're already a member, come to the dashboard, go to daily yoga, go to the 30-day challenge, and click on yoga every day in April, and then just click here on the daily yoga chart.pdf. You guys have a slightly better daily yoga chart than people who aren't members. So if you're a member, please come in here and get the daily yoga chart. It's a little bit cleaner version, okay? Any comments in elsewhere that we want to say?
Sarah loved learning.
Yeah, what were the standouts for the learning? Sarah loved learning about the membership community. Thanks for being here to learn about that, Sarah. It was nice to connect with you in that way. I love your last name, by the way. Blossom. What an amazing last name. It's like it just says radiance. It's like, what a heart-centered last name. I love it. Nicole said, thank you. See you in the membership community. Yes, see you. I know Nicole said you're going to be there on Monday, so I will see you on Monday, Nicole. Maria said, looking forward to our 15-minute chat. Maria, I will see you for our 15-minute chat. Yeah, I'll send you a link so that we can connect our schedules. And I love having those one-on-one chats, because then, then we can tap into those things like we did with Sandra. I love doing that, because then sometimes there's some physical things that we can tap into the mental and emotional things, and just like bammo whammo. It's like, oh, I've got neck and shoulder pain, or oh, all this work is causing me to be so fuzzy in my head. And it's like, oh, if you just did these small intestine classes, it would be amazing. And Yeah, it's so awesome. I had a new member last week, and she sent me this big long email, and it was so obviously small intestine. Like, and she's like, I just feel so fuzzy in my head, and I can't make decisions. It's like, and she was like, oh, and I just need to change my. I'm like, no, just do some small intestine classes. So I love doing that because it's amazing what we can do when we get into those meridian channels and do just some simple yin yoga. Miriam says that bookmarking is very interesting. Yeah, it's super helpful because you can, because sometimes I don't know about you, but when I go and do some classes like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. And actually, when you think about that, when we go back to that chart, that's something that we're going to be talking about Monday, members and those of you who are new members. That's going to really help to streamline that process with that chart. So if you're members, make sure you come to that on Monday, 9:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. Pacific. You'll see that process because we come to the mat with one idea, but there's actually usually something else going on. So, yeah. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being with me today. Thank you for helping me calm my nerves. And it's just so great to connect with you. We do have another live class tomorrow morning. It's a full body daily Hatha yoga class. So we'll just be able to get into our whole body.
So we'll be in the studio.
Yeah, we're going to be in here inside just so we can connect live with you. And
come do yoga.
Come do some yoga with us at 9 a.m. tomorrow. And I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to connecting with those of you who are not already members and having that one-way video if you decide to become a yearly member, or connecting with new members on Monday too, and existing members on Monday. It's going to be a great month. That sheet will just really clarify things, and we'll have a way of doing it in a very mindful, meditative, spiritually aligned way that's just going to rock your world. So
the YouTube live is YouTube only tomorrow.
Oh, we're not doing Facebook? Oh, we're just going to do YouTube tomorrow?
Just YouTube for live.
Okay,
yoga.
So tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. is just YouTube live tomorrow. 9 a.m. Pacific. Okay, so thanks so much, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. It was a pleasure to spend this time with you. Namaste.